Hello, this is 7-1 ratios and proportions. You get to do a little bit of algebra in this uh, and quadratic equations. All right, here we go. Uh, to solve this is a proportion, and what we're going to do is cross multiply. So you're going to take 4 times 22, so 22 times 4, and divide it by the number that's across from your unknown. So divided by 8. And when you do this, 4 goes into 4 once. You have a number on the top, you have a number on the bottom, they have something in common. 4. 4 goes into 4 once, and 4 goes into 8 twice. And then again, I have a number on top and a number on bottom, and they have something in common. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 22 11 times. So 11 times 1 is 11. So my answer is 11. Cross multiply here. 9 times 5 divided by 1, which is going to give me 45. Next problem. Cross multiply here. 8 times 3 and divided by 19. So that's going to be 24 over 19, which is equal to 1.3 when you do it on your calculator. 12 times 7. 12 times 7 divided by 4. 4 goes into 12 3 times, and your answer is 21. All right, problem E. If you take a look at problem E again, you're going to cross multiply 10 times 14 and then divide it by the number across from the unknown, which is 5. So 10 times 14 divided by 5. Number on the top and number on the bottom, 10 and 5. 5 goes into 5 once and 5 goes into 10 twice. So 2 times 14 is going to give me 28. Same idea, even though they have letters in here this time. So 5 times x plus 5 is going to equal, divided by, is going to equal 7x. Multiply it out, so that's going to equal 5x plus 25 is equal to 7x. Minus 5x from both sides because you already have the numbers on this side. And so we'll take the letters to the other side. So 25 is equal to 2x. So divide both sides by 2, and you get 12.5 is equal to x. Next problem. 2 times x plus 1 equals 5x. So 2x plus 2 is equal to 5x. Subtract 2x from both sides. So 2 is equal to 3x. Divide both sides by 3. So 2/3 or 0.6 is equal to x. And same thing on this one. 2x times x equals 6 times 12. So 2x squared is equal to 72. Divide both sides by 2. So you get x squared is equal to 36. So you can take the square root of both sides then. So x is equal to plus or minus 6. Another way of doing it is by you have x squared equals 36, this problem right here. So you can draw your x, and you're going to take any numbers to the left side. So you want to make this equal 0. So x squared minus 36 is equal to 0. And then you don't have a middle term here. You don't have an x squared plus or minus some number times x minus 36. So this would be a 0x in here. So what you're going to do is your last number, you're going to put that up on top. So last number. And your middle number, you're going to put on the bottom. So what two numbers multiplied together will give me a negative 36. And when I add them, I get 0. So in this problem, a negative 6 and a positive 6. So your answer is going to be x minus 6 times x plus 6 equals 0. But to solve this, you're going to do the opposite. So here, if I put a 6 here, this is going to make this 0, which makes the whole equation 0. So write the opposite here. Opposite. This would give me 6, and this would give me a negative 6, would make this equal 0. So there's another way of doing it. All right, on this one, if you take a look, if I cross multiply here, 6 times x would equal 12y. This is another way of stating it. The x and the y. So if I put 12 times x over 12 is equal to y over 6. What I'm trying to do is get the x by itself. So I multiply both sides by 12. And this has a 6 on the bottom, and that goes in there 2 times. So my answer would be x equals 2y. So 2y. Next one, x over y. X over y equals 12 over 6. And the last one, 6 over y. So I switch these around. 6 over y equals 12 over x. All right, the Great Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri is about 192 meters tall. A three-dimensional puzzle of the arch is 30 centimeters tall. So centimeters tall. So here's the real thing, and here's the puzzle. So here you want the puzzle to the real thing. So that means you got to switch it around. So that's going to be 30 centimeters to 192 meters. And so the puzzle is going to be 30, and the real thing is going to be 192. So 30 over 190.